Season's greetings, agents. It's your boy Vex, and I'm here to unveil a very juicy build for your Pestilence. And oh boy, this build will make your Pestilence overpowered. I repeat, overpowered. As you can see, you can just literally go through all enemies like a hot knife through butter. And oh, they don't even stop there. Even any Krampus loafs, yep, they are absolutely destroyed. Now you'll be shocked to imagine there is no green sets on this build, guys. No green sets at all. Imagine. And just to top it off, no modifiers are active. This is why it's a 2026 approved build, guys. You need this build going into the new year. You can just decimate all enemies, even including rogues. Yep, you name it, you can destroy it. Oh, and the reason why this build is so amazing is because you don't have to worry about gaining stacks like on the previous green sets that we have in this current meta. That's why this build is amazing, because you can just unleash absolute destruction from the get-go. As you can see, spread damage, and as well as your Pestilence Plague is eating up all of your foes. And this build would ultimately have you rethink how you use your Pestilence, as well as how the damage actually works and stacks pretty well. Overall, you won't be disappointed. This is an amazing PvE build that you can use in most game modes, as well as you can do as many of the current seasonal festive Krampus Loft farming, so you can then go ahead and eliminate those as many times as you like, and you wouldn't have to worry about any stacks like I mentioned to you before. You'll just be unleashing ultimate pain and damage with your Pestilence. But without any further delay, guys, let's get into this juicy Pestilence build. So for the first piece, guys, is the Elegmo mask, and it has critical hit chance and damage, and it has armor core rolled on there as well. Now next, we're going to be talking about the chest piece, which is another Elegmo, and I was lucky enough to get one where I can roll the talent to anything I like. I've got Obliterate on the chest piece at the moment. Next, I've got the unit alloys for the rate of fire. That's the named holster, so I've got 10% rate of fire from that. Then I've got my knee pads, which is the thermal knee pads, which is amazing knee pads. It spreads damage to other enemies within the area. Then I've got my Overdog's gloves, which gives 30% damage to the weakest enemy, which is amazing. And lastly, for my backpack, I've got the Perfectly Unstoppable Force. This is the another Legma, but it's a named version. You need this for your backpack, so this can unleash the damage. And then next, we're going to be talking about the Pestilence, which is quite known by a lot of the community, but I'll just go over it very quickly. So when you do hit the enemies with this exotic, you'll get a stack, and that stack just spreads to the next person that is available once they are eliminated. Then next, the other two weapons are tied up to you, but I do have my smart cover with damage to target out of cover as a mod on there, which is amazing, very underrated. And then I have a revive hive that will help you for any sticky situations if you do fall, and I have my gun of specialization. But now what we're going to do is head over to the actual firing range to have a look at what's going on underneath the hood of this build. So first of all, we're just going to put it on the hardest difficulty, and then we're going to blitz through some of these targets. So now, as you can see from the get-go, I'm going to be talking about the backpack, which is the Perfectly Unstoppable. What the beautiful thing about it is, the more people you eliminate, the more the stacks go up and you get more damage, and you'll be getting 10% armor on kill every time you do eliminate somebody, which is amazing. I'm going to give you a Vex tip. If you do pay attention to the damage numbers on the screen, you're going to see once I use my smart cover with the 4% damage to target out of cover applied, you will then see a very significant increase in the actual overall damage. So have a look. Have a very, very close look, guys, and pay attention and have a look at what is going on, so you can see the damage numbers for your Pestilence Plague has increased. Now, some people may not be aware of this in the community, but I just thought I would just share that with you guys so you can get a bit of clarity on that. So guys, let's have a deep dive and crunch some numbers and talk about weapon damage. So 3 sets from the brand of the Legma will give you 30% damage on your LMG. Next, with your critical hits, you're getting 20% from your Obliterate talent on your chest piece. Then on the backpack, you got your Perfectly Unstoppable Force. Once you get your stacks, eliminate people, that's 35%. Then your Overdogs as well. That will then give you that extra damage on the weakest target within that firefight. And then lastly, you have your LMG. Now, depending on your expertise level on your Pestilence guys, that will increase the weapon damage even more. And the grand total, when you add everything up together, that is 145% weapon damage, and that's not even including if you have red cores on your build, guys. Insane. And last but not least, it's going to show you a bit of the DPS that you'll be expecting to see when you're using this build. As you can see, it is hitting just around the 4.7 mil target, which is quite adequate for a damage build. Depending on your cores, you can add more if you like. And last but not least, I'm going to show you the critical hit chance and damage. As you can see in the background, 54 critical hit chance and 141 critical hit damage. And there you have it. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead, smash your bell notification and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great holidays, and I hope you have all had better luck with the festive caches than me, because I haven't had any luck. But with that said, I'll leave you with some more footage of the super powered Pestilence build. Agents, happy holidays once again from Vex, and I'll see you in the new year. Peace.
Detecting.
I can't right now.
target. Nice.